Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. I'm your host, Escalante TV. Now, this video is going to be probably a chill video. It's going to be a chill commentary video, a chill story. I was going to tell this story probably a while back, around August or something, but a lot of other stuff I wanted to cover on the channel sort of got posted. So I thought it was probably a good time to probably tell this story now that 5 months have passed. But 5 months ago, I got my wisdom teeth out, and I kind of wanted to tell this experience for the people who are curious on how that works, or maybe if you've already had your wisdom teeth out. This might be a similar story, but this story kind of goes way back to probably 4 to 3 years ago. I think around late 2016-ish or something like that. My dentist noticed that my wisdom teeth were starting to crown in and sort of make my mouth sort of more cramped, I guess. And my dentist asked me if I had plans to, by the age of 17 to get those removed. And I said, yeah, sure. And then a few more dentist appointments later, my dentist was like, hey, there's these dentists in a such and such city that will, do it for free under your insurance. And I was like, okay, but here's the thing, that such and such city is Spokane. So I live in the state of Washington, and I think the biggest city closest to Eastern Washington is Spokane, Washington. So it was quite a ways away because I don't live near any. I do live close to a metro area, but that metro area is like an hour away, and Spokane is like a couple hours away from me. So I was like, I don't think anybody wanted to make the drive up there because it was probably the farthest metro area from where I'm at. So pretty much it was pretty much postponed. So like we were pushing this thing for like a couple years, I guess. And then somewhere around at the end of my first year of college, I finally had that last recent dentist visit. And my dentist was like, hey, do you want to go to this other area because it's closer? I mean, you got to get those out, bro. And I could tell the situation was now getting, to the point to where my dentist was fed up with me giving excuses, and I needed to get my wisdom teeth out. And I didn't really notice it until I had the recent X-ray that my wisdom teeth were pretty much warping. They were legit, like literally warping my back teeth, like the roots themselves in the back are like warped. They're like bent, like bendy straws. And it was getting really concerning. And in previous videos, like around 2019, I had a video, of a live interview I did, and you can really notice how I might just pull up an image if I can find it, where my teeth are legit like warped, like they're not straight. And I think I was starting to get a lisp, a kind of a lisp when I was talking. In previous commentary videos, I would like lisp a little bit. Let us see what the House Speaker of the United States, Paul Ryan, has to say about this. So it was affecting the way I was talking and the way I was eating. It didn't usually, wisdom teeth do affect the way you eat, but sometimes they do affect the way you speak. So you can really tell like differences on how you speak based on how your teeth are structured. So take good care of your teeth. Notice when they get, warped, and, it's good to have straight teeth because, people do notice that. People notice that in interviews and in the way you talk, and, getting that self-care, getting that care done, take care of your teeth, brush your teeth, blah, 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 all that stuff. I mean, it's important and all that. So, it was getting to the point to where it needed to happen. So I took the initiative, probably around, June of this year. Back in June, I ended up calling the surgeon and making the appointment myself, like a big boy should. And the only person who really didn't approve of that was my own mother, and she was like, "Hey, you sure you really want to do this? Like, you can always cancel it." But I told her this needed to be done. This needed to be done now, because she was kind of nervous they were gonna botch it and stuff like that. Usually, hospitals and clinical services in rural American towns aren't the best, and they're infamously known for botching procedures, which is kind of the thing I'm nervous about. Rural American town hospitals and stuff like that. Well, it usually does depend on the hospital you go to, but in bigger cities, they're higher quality doctors, higher quality procedures. And in rural American towns, they suck BB dick sometimes, so they won't give you the care you need. Or usually they're underfunded and stuff, under-resourced. But yeah, that's why I needed to go to this other metro area, which had a surgeon that would take me in. So yeah, around July, like before the 4th of July, we pretty much made this drive to this other city, other metro area. Not too long of a drive, not too stressful. I mean, there was less traffic because this was during this other town's phase 1 of quarantine, so most of the roads weren't too full, and as soon as I arrive, I already see some girl's face swell up. So they pretty much stuff your mouth full of cotton because like if they cut it up, or like the bleeding, if the bleeding does get out of control a bit, they put cotton in there, and your face does swell up after they pull your teeth. So I'm just like, I don't feel too uneasy, but I thought it was an interesting sight. And as soon as I went in, I was out. I was like in and out in probably 30 minutes. They were really good oral surgeons. As soon as I was out, I was already awake in my family van heading home, like unconscious, almost half conscious actually, because of the anesthetic. But yeah, they drugged me pretty hard because I couldn't feel a thing. Like my mom was like almost laughing because I was like legit like smiling. I had like the biggest grin on my face from the drugs they put me under. And it must have been like really good anesthetic, I guess, because I was like in and out. I couldn't remember a thing after that. Yeah, so as soon as we got home, I got rid of the gauze inside of my mouth. You're supposed to actually get rid of that so it doesn't stick to your teeth. And pretty much, it's pretty much self-care from that point on and recovery. It took me about, a couple weeks until I could actually eat chips and stuff, or like harder foods. Or actually, it took me a few weeks actually to eat something like hard. But pretty much after that, like after those weeks, you can eat normal foods. But for like 2 weeks, I had to eat like mashed potatoes, soup, gelatins, water, and I could not talk for like a couple days because of how swelled up my face was. Like my face looked like a squirrel's like cheeks after they put nuts in their mouth. And I was just like, I could not form any comprehensible words. I had to like make like grunts and stuff like that, and I don't know. So yeah, guys. And also 4th of July. It was also around 4th of July, so I could not eat barbecue or like chicken. So I had to suffer watching my family eat delicious hot dogs and chicken. So yeah, take care of your teeth, guys, because you guys don't want to go through a surgery like that. Even though it's like, you only have to do it once in your life. And I recommend it when you don't have like a full schedule and you have days so you can recover. Because I don't know, it's just it's just not a good feeling if you're just eating mashed potatoes and soup. Just as a final note, during my recovery, I was given prescription drugs to take. I was given a certain dosage of penicillin as well as Oxycontin. I don't recommend anybody taking the Oxycontin they give you, because I heard that does make you loopy, and you don't really need it. It's not necessary. I didn't really feel any pain during that recovery process. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this interesting story about my wisdom teeth being pulled out. Take care of your teeth. Brush your teeth again. Gotta tell that advice. Like this video if you like it. Dislike if you dislike it. Subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.